hope you all had a great week. I put my videos where I revealed some private things about myself and my life and my struggles. I put them back to unlisted. Thank you so much for all of the love and support that you gave me. I'm doing better. I'm putting one foot in front of the other, and my husband's incredibly strong. And although he's going through it too, he's telling me there's nothing we can do. There is nothing we can fucking do. So I have to put one foot in front of the other and continue to take care of the house and my other kids like I do. And hope that she sees the error in her ways and comes to make amends. But for now, that's what we're doing. So anywho, I just listened to Jools reviewing Lardo's alligator tears over murdering Bella. And I am fucking flabbergasted because she straight up 100% confessed. I couldn't watch the video when it came out. I couldn't, because it was such fake bullshit. And watching all of these people sit there and, oh yes, oh, I had to put mine down too. You know what? No. Those are people actually relating that actually have stories about animals they actually love. She is not one that needs to be having that kind of attention, because it is not the same thing. Those people who are saying, yes, I had to do that for my animal too, are not the same people that went and decided they wanted a puppy and didn't want their old dog anymore. Okay? So when I saw all these people giving her all the sympathy for her fake sniveling, I couldn't watch it. And so I had never heard her confess. And those of us who have watched her for quite a while, we know that she has a tell. And she'll be crying, or she'll be sniveling, or she'll be, you know, bitching about something, and then she'll take a deep breath, and she'll get this haughty voice, you know, H-A-U-G-H-T-Y. She'll become haughty. And she did it. And she's like, well, I went to, you know, I was patting her, and I pat her. But then, like, what was I supposed to do? Wait till she had a heart attack or something on a weekend? I mean, like last night, I tried to clip her nails. And usually I muzzle her to clip her nails. And I couldn't even get the muzzle on her, so I couldn't clip her. Oh my God. And she went on, and there it goes. Because everything with the narcissist is about control. She could not control that dog anymore, because that dog was scared shitless of her. And very well should be, because of how horrible she did. We saw her on video slam Bella, like body slam her. Now, if you look at the size of Bella, this 4-pound frickin' Chihuahua, and the 500-pound ass of Lardo, what's the size difference? So one body slam of a 500-pound woman to a 4-pound dog, very shortly after she body slammed Bella, very shortly after is when she put her down. We saw her do it. Now, there was no footage of Bella, blah, 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 leading up to this. I totally, in my heart, had thought that she did something to Bella, threw her down one more time, whatever. Because her other tell was when she said, oh, well, she's had a few seizures or whatever, which is normal for a dog. Which is normal for that. Bullshit. That's not normal. Okay? That's not normal. You know what? If you beat the shit out of a little dog, then yeah, it'll have seizures. I just, right now, got a couple of trolls coming on Jools Exposed going, yeah, I don't see the problem. Yeah, I'm watching this. I don't see abuse. Well, what the fuck is your range of abuse, okay? And the one said she worked for a veterinarian for a long time, and they would bring their dog in the trunk. So what's the big deal? Yeah, how often do they bring that dog to the vet, okay? That's not the same as what we're talking about. And I guess that if you worked at a vet, you might have gotten hardened, and you might have seen some very sad things. And you could see that, okay, Lardo isn't this pet abuser in the grand scheme of things based on this and that, okay? Now, it's all on a spectrum. And people don't know the whole story. It's easy to look at this and go, why are you guys picking on this woman, okay? Well, just like she did when she was talking about Bella. She's like, oh, Bella used to welcome everybody, welcome the bunnies and the guinea pigs and green bean. Yeah, where are all of those animals now? They're all fucking dead too, okay? I am sorry for my mouth right now. I am just enraged because I heard her confess, and Jools was reading it off, and I heard Jools' voice stop, and my reaction over here on the other side of the freaking pond is over here going, what? Did she just say what and Jools heard it too, and I mean, I am over here, and I am across the pond, and my mouth is just, yeah, my mouth is foul right now because I am so mad because she finally did admit and was admitting at that time what she did to Bella. There were so many people that said they would take Bella over the years because she complained about Bella all the time. She hated that dog, okay? She hated that dog because she could not control it. And if Lardo can't control something, she hates it, okay? She couldn't find a way to get rid of her any other way, although she joked about leaving her in the desert, joked about leaving her here. You know, she wants to say, oh, I took her everywhere. She's from Brookline. She moved with me. Yeah, because that's what you do when you have animals. They're family members. You move them with you. What do you want, a fucking medal for that? I am sorry. I am so mad. I am so mad because I know that she did something horrible to Bella that then led to her rage to just go put her down. And she's like, what do you want me to do? Wait till there's a heart attack when she can't eat or drink anymore? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to wait for. You're supposed to wait until they don't have a quality of life and they are suffering. You don't just decide one day, oh, I can't get a muzzle on you and I can't properly clip your nails. Well, why weren't you taking her to the groomer like you were supposed to be doing? Why didn't you take her to a professional if you couldn't do it? Because that's what you're taking Doofus to do, right? Right? That's what you're taking your new doggy to do. But here's the thing, is that all of her animals that she gets start looking really weird, okay? She does her own hair because she was a receptionist for a few weeks at a hair salon, so she believes herself to be a professional hairstylist. Now look at her fucking hair, okay? Look at this shit coming out of the top of her head, okay? Does that look like somebody who knows what they're doing? And then each time that she mangles it a little more, she wants to tell everybody about, oh, this is what I did, this is what I... And I mean, it's a veritable how not to do your hair if you want hair to stay on your head, okay? So, she thinks because she's taken her, and see, Carol, the mom, used to take Bella and Pom Pom to the groomers every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. She did it religiously. She paid for it, okay? So then, once Lardo's on her own, and she says she can almost do everything on her own, well, apparently taking the dogs to the groomers isn't one of the things she can do, okay? So, muzzling a dog is disgusting, okay? I know that people will disagree with me and whatever, but you know what? I don't have dogs because I couldn't stand muzzling them, okay? I could not stand putting a muzzle on a dog, okay? No. And why are her reasons for doing it? Because she usually kicks and hits at it, okay? And no, I can't, I know that I couldn't muzzle or kennel any living being, so therefore I do not have a dog, okay? I understand that some people do that as a part of caring and grooming their animals responsibly and whatnot. It's just not for me, okay? I see these animals go and get professionally groomed, and then she'll try to do it, and do it half-assed, and I'm telling you, like, her animals just start looking weird. Like, she says that she does everything her way. She does everything the Lori Beth way, and we see that, and it becomes very apparent. And like, I don't want to get me started on Lizzie Balls and how she killed Lizzie Balls from the inside out. bottom line, yes, people can come on and start that. Well, I don't see what you're talking about. This isn't abuse. Okay, wonderful. Go. Why don't you go watch a cooking channel? Why don't you go watch something else? Okay, it's not the point. The point is here is that we are showing you the big picture and all of the ways that we can show you that it adds up, that she gets the animals for props for her big dream of getting YouTube famous. Okay, that's not what pets are for. Pets are for to be loving family members, and if you can't treat them like a family member and you want to treat them like a commodity, don't have them. Okay, I don't know that she feeds the animals. I don't know that she feeds the dogs correctly. They just don't look right to me. The cat doesn't look right to me. When she was saying that Doofus has diarrhea, she's saying because she gave it too much, I don't know what she said, marshmallow, I don't know, popcorn, something. Basically what she eats, she feeds the dogs. And as we know, she will not take any animal outside to go to the bathroom. She has her dog shit all over the floor. And then that's why her big grocery list is paper towels. And she makes planners to make the grocery list that say paper towels. Bananas, only half ripe, from Costa Rica, not Guatemala. Green beans, not Kelly green, not olive green, medium green. You know, because she's just so freaking particular. So, I am just so mad, because if you are that frustrated and you don't like an animal and other people are telling you that they can give this dog a better home, or they know somebody who specializes in deaf and blind dogs, which, and most of us don't even believe that Bella was deaf and blind, because she looked terrified of Lardy every time she'd scream at her. And she'd scream at her for literally breathing. Don't lick, Bella! Bella, don't lick! No licking, Bella! Bella, get in bed! Get in bed! She wanted this poor dog to sit in the bed all the time. And she'd be on her live talking to herself and screaming at Bella. And since Bella's been gone, the screaming at the animals has really went down. It was like Bella really... Carol once said that, like, she didn't like the way that Lori was around the animals. The animals got Lori too excitable, too excited, too nervous. And then she's the first to say she doesn't like a nervous animal. But she doesn't want a nervous animal. She makes the freaking animals nervous, okay? Because they're scared she's gonna fucking sit on them. I am sorry, my mouth, I am terrible. I am a big fan of the cursey words. And oh Lord, that one Jools, that one that asked you why you say the F word so much, she cannot listen to this. I've got to put on there, I've got to put some kind of disclaimer. I've got a bad mouth today. Fuck. I need to slap myself. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just so mad. You know, I'm on a slow boil anyway, any day, because of what happened and the situation that I'm in. And so, you know, it doesn't take much to just push me over the edge and just become freaking potty mouth extraordinaire. I want to just drive to Phoenix right now and beat the crap out of her and be like, okay, this one's for Bella. This one's for Bella. Be like, no licking. No licking. Get in bed. Get in bed. Lay down. Lay down. Get in bed. Get in bed. She talked about how her and Burke held down Gucci and groomed Gucci. Okay? Gucci didn't have any whiskers. You know, cats use their whiskers as their sensory proprioceptors like we do, you know, with our nerves. So, it was really sick to me to see poor Gucci with no whiskers. And she first purported that she had taken Gucci to the groomers. And I called BS as well as a few other people did, because they were like, okay, if a groomer did this, they need to surrender their license. So then she spills it, you know, in a few videos down about how her and Burke had to hold Gucci down. Like, okay, this big man cat. Because why? Because she thinks that she should shave him? She should shave Gucci? Why? Because in Brookline, her mom took Gucci to the vet, to the groomer once, and they did that cut. And it's actually a style, don't you know? And it's like, yeah, we all know that the lion cut is a thing. We all do know that. But it's for certain certain cats in certain situations. Especially when they've got, you know, they come into a situation where they have mange. And they come to, you know, a rescue. Other than that, I don't know why a domesticated cat would need to have a lion cut. I'm going to show you guys this road really quick. Look at that. This is what my Google does to me. My Google takes me off-roading. It's like, I'm always like, you can't be serious, Google. You can't. Not another unpaved road. You can't. But it does. So anyway. I just don't understand why people continue to give this beast the attention. And, you know, right now is the perfect time. People are listening, and like I've said, you know, Jools has the Jools has the best voice ever, so maybe her voice is the best one that can you know, really express what's going on with Lardo in a way that people will listen. Exposed has been around for quite a while, and they've done some hilarious skits about her in the clown car. And the Gossip Bakery has been around for years. I mean, if you Google Lori Beth Langer, all of her interview outfits come up, and several hilarious Gossip Bakery things. I mean, you can Google this woman. That's why she doesn't get a job, because of her idiot self and all that she posts about herself. And now that Jools has gotten exposed, and I've been doing, you know, I've been revealing what I know, you know, for the last year. But all of a sudden, a lot of people are writing and saying, are you sure? Do you know this? Do you know this about her? Are you sure? Like, what? You guys honestly thought that she was living off of her wise real estate investments? Are you serious? No. No. It's been exposed that she's been on SSI for about 20 freaking years. And she's even admitted it on multiple occasions. So it's funny now that people are finally starting to listen and finally starting to ask the questions. And it's got her backed into a corner, because she's not doing the SNLs, her Saturday Night Live parodies. You know, her stealing Saturday Night Live, her being the walking, talking combination of It's Pat and Stuart Smiley. I mean, people are listening. It is time. She's done. She's being exposed for literally what the channel is. And I'm so glad that Exposed gave Jools the helm, the steering wheel, because Jools is just amazing at editing and putting these videos up there. I'm not talented at all. I can't do anything other than sit here and talk to myself in the car like Lori Vlog. The difference is that I have a carrier for my phone, and it is secured, and I'm generally going around on very unpopulated streets in my very unpopulated state. So she's able to, you know, show you in context and show you in real time what we're talking about. And as these videos are coming back out, people are adding it up and they're going, oh, okay. And then people are like, well, I can't tell if this is old or new. And like I say, just look at her weight. Look at her hair color. When she started out, you know, she had her black hair, and she was, you know, before the weight loss surgery, you know, and well medicated. She was on the medication per what? DSHS, I don't know what you guys call it in your state, where Child Protective Services and whatnot. She had pulled the suicidal crap, had drank too much on many occasions, had needed to be put in the nut bin, needed psychological help, etc., etc. Now, was that real or was that malingering so she'd get the SSI? We don't know. It was a way for her not to be responsible and take care of Burke. We know that. So anyway, whatever it was, it was. So she got SSI, and she also was able to work, okay? She was able to work, but didn't have to work because her basics were paid. With her other money, she could not work and support Burke, okay? It was Carol paying for everything, and Carol paying for her power and rent and everything every month. And that's why the family stepped in, and the family members that are attorneys and whatnot most likely are the ones that got her signed up for the SSI, because I don't see how she could have honestly got it, but it was easier to get 20 years ago, okay? So anyway, part of her being able to keep Burke and keep CPS off of her and everything was that she needed to remain on her medication, okay? And that kept Carol safe, it kept Burke safe, and Carol was the primary care provider for Burke. We all know that. Well, now Lardo would work so that she wouldn't have to care for Burke too, and then Burke was basically the neighborhood's kid. So Lardo decided she needed a raise, so that's where she started trapping Burke into arguments and then playing those arguments to doctors to get Burke diagnosed as a behavior case. So anyway, that's when you can look back and you can see, okay, these are older because she's medicated. You can tell she's medicated. She's, you know, you just looked at it, you know, when she first came on, you're like, oh, you know, it's kind of a, you know, a nice, sweet, you know, maybe unfortunate looking person, you know, likes to talk about things, and maybe just a nice person that you'd have coffee with or whatever, right? That's how it started, and that's how she really got the fans. But then she went to Periscope, and then she went to Facebook and everything, and she couldn't hide her rages. She got kicked off of Periscope. She got kicked off of Facebook, etc., etc. But Facebook is really where she met a lot of people that were giving her the money and whatnot, and they were really appealing, and that's where she was really appealing for, you know. Then she couldn't get her pain meds and whatnot, and people from Facebook were sending her medication, and that's a fact. And I've talked to many people who sent her medication, okay? And she could say that, oh yeah, she gets her medication from the doctors. Well, sure, you probably do, but you also get it from people that you made feel sorry for you, that are vulnerable and are taking that medication from their loved ones to send you, okay? That does not negate the fact that you get it from your doctors. It does not mean that then you're not getting it from the other people that you beg for and bully to, okay? So anyway, she got kicked off of that. She's got kicked off of every platform except for YouTube. Okay? But I believe that the 10,200 are hate watchers. I believe that, you know, probably 88% of her subbies are watching her in hate. And she knows it. She knows it. She knows she's got the haters. But, she didn't have haters when she was in Brookline, okay? She was just, you know, I don't know how people saw her, other than, you know, because I have a whole different experience with her in the ways that I know her, and the way that I've been tracking her, and I think that then, you know, she became obsessed with the weight loss surgery because she wanted to have SSI, because she knew that then Medicare would pay for a weight loss surgery and she wouldn't have to pay for it herself. That's what she wanted. She thought it was a get rich quick. She'd be skinny. Well, she treated it as that, and that's why then you saw her get skinny. You saw her face get skinny. You saw her bleach her hair, and look a little different and start looking maybe like George Washington, other than instead of the big fat woman with black hair. So you can watch the videos and you can kind of see the progression of how she's changed. You know, some of these ones who are saying, I can't tell if these are old or new. I don't know what the real confusion is. But if anybody's confused, you know, they can read a lot. Go to the Gossip Bakery. Go to Gossip Bakery and look up Lori Beth. And you're going to find thousands of entries about her and her scams, and you know, and people who were close to her and who are not anymore. But Google her. Go on Gossip Bakery. It's not haters. It's people who have gotten scammed or have been treated horribly by her, or former friends, acquaintances, or people who, you know, have seen what she does and want to warn others so they aren't taken advantage of. She tried to infiltrate the tattoo community. She tried to infiltrate the lizard community. She tries to do that because whatever she does, whatever she sees, she wants to act like she's an expert on, and she is not. Mukbang in Asia is like food porn. They get sexy women eating big amounts of food. Well, she took mukbang because she's like, oh, it's just people eating huge quantities of food. And then starts putting mukbang and acting like she's eating food, and then eats it with a chopstick. Well, that's kind of not how mukbang is, but just like ASMR. She saw people, you know, doing ASMR with sounds, repetitive sounds. So then she was like, wow, I can make sounds too from my mouth. I make really loud, obnoxious chewing noises, so I can eat potato chips and M&Ms and big smacking lips and make ASMR. So then you have the people who are like, just see her ASMR that then she did with tapping nails and whatnot, and they're like, well, what's the problem? I don't see that, you know, her ASMR is that bad. Well, did you know that she didn't know anything about it until she saw other people do it and then tried to copy it and tried to do it in her own way, which she never researched what ASMR was for. She had no background in it. She didn't want to do it to help anybody. She wanted it, once again, to get views. Then you know that she is trying to steal content from other people because she wants the views. She wants the views so that she can get the money. It's all about giving her money because she believes that she is owed money. She is owed money for existing. Like the rest of us don't use money as a currency either. I mean, why should she get money? And those who are talented and who care about their work and have researched the work, why should she get the money and the credit? Because she saw what somebody else was doing and copied. That's how she did end up with no friends, because she copied every friend that she had. Copied the same name they named their dolls. Copied every single thing that they did. Copied what they wore. Copied what they said. Copied the way they talked. Copied everything. It's not a good way to build a friendship. It's a good way to make other kids hate you. So haters, yeah, she's had them all over freaking life, hasn't she? So, anyway, I love what Jools is doing. I think that we just, you know, really found a big whopper today in how she admitted that she murdered Bella because she couldn't control Bella. And like I've suspected, I think that she beat up Bella the night before. I think that she just couldn't stand Bella anymore. She knew that she was getting doofus, and she didn't want that dog. And the dog just wouldn't die for her. And like she said, oh, what am I supposed to do? Wait till she has a seizure on the weekend? Oh, what? Because then it would cost you more to put her down? You want it to be convenient for you when she freaking dies? Asshole. I mean, I can't. like I say, I hope that people now can see how fake those tears were. There were no actual tears. It was her trying to push it up and blubber so that she could get the box checked off so that she could go around and tell everybody she got a new puppy. I announced it on my thing because somebody tipped me off that she was going to get a new puppy for her birthday. So before she put Bella to sleep, I told it. I said, look, she's going to do this because she's getting a puppy. I announced it on my channel. What'd she do? Word for word, she went and did it, and then just blubbered about it. And I mean, it's pretty disgusting. All of the other animals that die, they like all of a sudden just aren't there, and then she says, oh, I rehomed them. Yep. Over the frickin' Rainbow Bridge, you rehomed them, you asshole. Well, anyway, back on the paved road. I hope you guys have a great week. Those of you who are celebrating Passover, enjoy Passover. Oh, that's why I wanted to tell you guys. When people say Happy Easter or, you know, Happy Passover, you know, whatever, some people do get offended. Okay, I offended a man when I was working in retail. We were putting out Easter dresses, and I said, oh, are you shopping for, you know, Easter dresses, for Easter wear for the kids? And he was like, I don't celebrate Easter. I'm Jewish. I was like, I am so sorry. I am really sorry. And I switched it up, and I was like, well, you know, are you looking for a bat mitzvah or bar mitzvah clothes I could interest you in? You know, I didn't miss a beat, and he liked that. He was like, all right, you just don't give up. You know, you're a sales girl. I like it. You know, so I you know, it was awkward, but I learned from it, and I didn't never, you know, make that mistake again. Well, anyway, Lardo doesn't like anybody to say Happy Easter because she hates Jesus. She will go off on a tangent about how she hates Jesus. And I think Jools has said it recently too. Like, she said that, you know, basically that she wishes that Jesus would come back so she could kick his ass or whatever. She hates Jesus. I have never heard of anybody hating Jesus. So, I mean, I understand. I don't think that there's any Jewish people who hate Jesus. Oh, my friends who are Latter-day Saints and whatnot, they believe in Jesus. They just don't believe he's the Son of God. And certainly nobody hates Jesus. I don't know anybody who hates Jesus other than Lardo. She hates Jesus. So, of course, she doesn't want to know about, you know, Easter, where we celebrate the resurrection as Christians, because she hates Jesus. So, anyway, as that little tidbit. And anyway, hope you all have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.